Hello everybody, this is Zaxtor99. We're going to be doing another first impressions of a new game that just launched on Steam yesterday. This is called AEntity. All one word. It might be AEntity or something like that, but I would definitely pronounce it AEntity. This is frames within frames. Now this isn't really a game, but more an experience, a simulation that will definitely make you think. It will definitely spark your imagination if you're patient and just watch. This game does come in at $11.99. It's first week you get a 10% discount. So we're going to be back right after this and take a look at AEntity, frames within frames. Alright guys, welcome back. So we've just launched this game, AEntity. And it says, "Can death be sleep when life is but a dream? And scenes of bliss pass as a phantom by." So kind of starts pretty cool. The music is eerie, and this is how the game starts. So I uploaded another video that was supposed to be like 20 minutes long, and I don't know if YouTube processing messed it up or what, but somebody had commented that it was only like 8 minutes long. So somebody else had commented as well that they wanted to kind of see how the controls work. So I'm going to be talking a little bit in this this playthrough. AEntity, AEntity perhaps, but I would say AEntity. I don't know. I don't think it's a real word. So, in fact, I'm pretty confident it's not a real word. So here it is, and those figures there you saw are kind of the creatures you see in this game. You don't ever really see anything else besides those creatures, and you know, I guess if your imagination runs wild, you might see something else in lines as they're all over the place. But if we go to options here, we have resolution. You can choose whatever resolution you want. Full screen on or raw, VSync, volume, sensitivity for your mouse, I believe. Graphics here. I played with this and don't do low res or it looks like crap pretty much. This is really just how good of a computer you have and how good you want the graphics, I believe. Zoom, they like to default this to 50. You could do it even more, but we'll try like 45, I don't know. Super size, we'll leave that. We'll do 3 times, I don't know. But here you have WASD. This is your movement keys. Notice it as well that you can change these if you want to. But we're just going to go ahead and leave WASD here. And then up space, it tells you at the bottom what it does. Okay, so left shift says tempo. I don't think left shift ever really does anything from what I've seen. Hypnotize. It says rest or awaken creatures now and then, and colorize sight. And usually M1 doesn't seem to do anything from what I've seen. Neutralize, kill the screen and shift frequencies or slows motions when held down. Okay. And then memorize is basically take a screenshot, and rescue, return to a source point. So it's kind of weird. The game is kind of weird. The controls are a little bit weird. But mainly the key that just seems to do the most is neutralize, shifts frequencies, and it does seem to change things every time you either press the M2 key, the right mouse button, or hold it down. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you kind of how this game works. We're going to go ahead and play. It's weird because you got to put the corner of this up above the P. And then you'll see we immediately start out looking at a couple of our creatures. And you can kind of move around. I'm kind of moving down right now. And you kind of watch, you can kind of zoom in here and let your imagination go wild, if you would. Now it looks like they're both wearing red. On the right side, I almost see a girl, and on the left, I see, it looks like a man doing some kind of weird slow dance or something. Now it looks like the female on the right, you can almost see the curves. You can almost, I almost see curves on her. And now the guy on the left is like almost moonwalking slow. Really bizarre. But this is, like I say, this is the kind of creatures you'll see over and over. If you're wondering what I'm doing now, I'm just pressing the A button to rotate the camera around to try to get a better look at these creatures, if you would. Now I'm pressing W to zoom in on them or move closer. And sometimes they'll start to get really blurry like that. So this is when I'm talking about you can hit the R1 key, the right mouse button. I guess that'd be M2. And sometimes it kind of cleans it up a little bit. But you're never going to get like a super clear picture of anything. I mean, most of it's just going to be your imagination at work. But it's pretty cool. I mean, pretty cool to experience it, I think. Now I'm backing up just to see if there's any more of these things. And it looks like there's 3 or 4 of them here. Now I'm rotating around again. If I hit M1, that's what M1 does, whatever. M1 doesn't, like I said, it doesn't seem to do a whole lot. But if I hit the right mouse button, you know, it's not doing a whole lot either right now. Okay. So one thing you can do as well is you can just kind of go ahead and hit W and move through these creatures. Hold shift down and you'll move faster. And then you'll kind of see if you just stop. When you see this, this is almost like a wall. So I do think we're in some kind of a room, because if I ever try to go past this right here, I can't go forward anymore. So this is almost like the wall. Looks like it's almost in a room. And then as I rotate my mouse around to the right, I just start hitting W and try to move forward and try to move through this realm or world or whatever. And can't move that way anymore. But then I look down and I see our creatures again. If I hit space, kind of blurs everything out, and then it comes back. The right mouse button. If I hold right mouse button in, it doesn't do anything. Okay, but if I hit the R key to rescue these things, sometimes they just multiply. It's kind of weird. Very bizarre game, to say the least. But like I said, it's pretty interesting. One thing that's about this thing is it's different every time you play it. I've played it like 3 times now, and every time I see something a little bit different than the last time. Like it almost looks like a guy is stretching out there, and then again squatting down. His legs are moving up off the floor. He's still reaching out. That's what I see anyway. I mean, you guys, my son was watching the same thing I was looking at when I saw a guy moving yesterday, and he said he saw a dragon. So this might be one of those things. It's probably going to be one of those things that's different, you know, depending on who you are. But yeah, I'm still seeing some kind of a weird alien creature here. I'm rotating around with my A key. Right mouse button. Left mouse button kind of made that guy disappear. Space made both of them disappear. Right mouse button again. And now they're back. If I hit the R key, they seem to multiply. And sometimes the screen will do that. It'll just kind of break up as I move forward. like I'm moving through them or something. And then I'm really close to that one there. If I hit the right mouse button, kind of brings him back. But then he keeps breaking up. If I hit the R key now to rescue. I don't know, this one right here isn't as cool as they sometimes are. Sometimes they're pretty cool. Let's go ahead and back up, guys. Let me go back into options here. And let's go ahead and change this zoom in to like 10 and supersize to 1. And this is where I've kind of seen the best images so far with those settings. I've played with the settings before. And now if I back up, backing up with the S key. The right mouse button. Okay, it looks like I'm looking at the wall. Or a boundary of this anyway. So if you ever see the wall, just kind of turn around and you'll probably see something. Or not. Let's hold in the right mouse button, see if that changes our frequency, see if we can see anything. No. Not yet. I am moving my mouse all around right now. Something's going on. And the screen's kind of breaking up, and sometimes you'll see what looks like those creatures on the other side of the like the white when it breaks up like that, and you'll kind of see them like a red figure glowing in the background in the blackness. But if I try to move around now, what is that? Right mouse button to try to clean things up. Nope. There we go. There they are. We can kind of see them taking shape here. And this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes the white will break up and you can kind of see something in the black. There we go. I mean, that's pretty cool. I've never seen a game quite like this. Hit R1 now. Looks like it's coming right at us. If I hit R to rescue her, she catches on fire and I don't know. Right mouse button again. I mean, it's almost such a weird game. It's so different than anything else on Steam that I think that's kind of why I like it. Just because I've never seen anything quite like this. Still looks like we're looking at, I don't know, for whatever reason, it looks like we're looking at some kind of a female alien to me. That's what I'm kind of seeing with a yellowish color. I don't know what you guys are seeing. You guys will have to let me know. If I try to rotate around, now I lost everything. A lot of times in this game, it's good just to be still. Like, just let things develop. You just kind of let your mind, let your mind wander. Like right here, I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching. I'm not pressing any key. I'm not moving. I'm just letting the application do the work here. And then a lot of times if I see what looks like a figure or something like that, but I can't really see it real clear, the best thing to do a lot of times, it seems like, is just hit your right mouse button. Or you can hit the R key to try to rescue them. But one of those keys usually does something. Yeah, I don't know what I'm seeing now. Let's try to move through all this white stuff by hitting forward. Okay, hit the right mouse button. Okay. I feel like part of the objective of this game is to try to, hit the right keys and be patient enough to where you see something that you think is really cool. I mean, sometimes it takes, 10 or 20 minutes before you find something that looks really neat, but usually if you're patient, you'll see something that kind of makes your mind trip out and you'll be like, wow, that's pretty damn cool. But this is definitely not a game for, people that are impatient or that don't want to use their imagination. I mean, right mouse button, not helping. Moving left, or with my mouse anyway. Let's move back with S. Maybe we're zoomed in a little bit too much, I'm not sure. Alright, let's move around and see if we can see anything. I'm moving my mouse to the right in a circle. And there we go, that's interesting. What do we have here? I mean, just kind of watching these formations and these things, the lines and the just watching it all form and deform and everything like that is pretty cool. You can definitely let your imagination go wild here. If I hit the right mouse button, do I see anything different? Aha! See, it looks like I see another stick figure alien over to the left. Again, kind of peach in color. Now a whole bunch of lines are almost crossing her out. Hit the right mouse button again. And I don't know what I see here. Yeah, I know this is gonna be a really niche application. I think I can't imagine a whole lot of people, especially in today's society, liking an application like this. Now, if the developer had come out with something like this 10 years ago or 20 years ago, wow, I mean that was really cool. I think they would have hit the jackpot. But anymore, it seems like most people don't want to think. Most people in today's society, they don't want to think, they don't want to use their imagination, they don't, they just want everything handed to them on a silver platter, as in games, movies, TV shows. Nobody wants to read a book anymore. And when I say nobody, I mean a very small percentage of the population out there. A lot of people don't read. We've become really spoiled as humanity. That's why I say I think something like this 20 years ago, when people liked to use their imagination more and when people like to read more than they do now, I think this would have definitely been a hit, 10, 20 years ago. It'll be interesting to see, how this game does, or how this, I wouldn't call it a game. I'd call it more of an imagination application, if you would. It's definitely very casual and very chill. I've never done drugs, but it makes me wonder if this would be a good game to play while you're getting high, smoking marijuana even. Here again, I'm not doing anything, guys. I'm just watching the application work here. I don't know what I'm seeing, if it's electricity or wind or something, but something is moving all over the screen. And I'm going to move right just a little bit because it looks like I see some kind of figures. And now if I hit my right mouse button again, let's see if we get a better formation of them. hold down our right mouse button a little bit. Let go. Not really coming into view quite yet. But like I say, just watching the lines and it almost looks like, you know, a paintbrush is at work. Invisible paintbrushes just, you know, doing some kind of random designs everywhere. Now I almost see a school of fish. The orange things coming in from the left there. And now they're kind of turning black. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are seeing. Probably something completely different. I'm sure there's people out there screaming, "Oh my God, you don't see the dinosaur? Oh my gosh, I see a T-Rex eating a cow. How do you not see that?" I don't know. I think everybody's going to be different though in what they see in this application, which is kind of cool, you know, because you can buy this and you can kind of move with WASD yourself and press these buttons. I'm hitting the R key now, and I destroyed it all. It's all gone. No. Let's go ahead and rotate my mouse to the right. See if I can see anything. Not really. We're going to go ahead and move towards all this stuff with the W. That's not helping. Yeah, I don't know what all this stuff is now, but I'm seeing a bunch of different little, looks like pieces of something. Right mouse button does nothing. R. I'm looking around. I don't really see anything right now. Again, the objective is here, I think, is, you know, to see something extraordinary. That is your goal, to see something that makes you say, ooh, ah. That's what I see the goal as being anyway. And you may not see it, you know, for 20 or 30 minutes or 45 minutes. You may not see anything. But as you become a little more familiar with it and as you let your imagination open up and start wandering, I think you're more likely to see something. Right mouse button. Let's move in a little bit towards these creatures or whatever they are. Right mouse. Let's try rescuing with R. Nope. Whatever was there, I ruined it with the R key. R key was ruined in that situation rather than rescue. Yeah, I don't know. It's very bizarre though. I mean, the controls, the way it works, just the way the lines form and everything like that. I mean, I think it's pretty cool, but it's definitely trippy and bizarre. Makes me wonder to the developers, if the developers ever, you know, watch this video, what my big question would be, what inspired you to make this? And, you know, how did you make this? And, you know, to the developers as well, what is the ultimate thing that somebody can see in this? Like, what do they think the ultimate thing somebody's going to see in this? You know, are they supposed to get the secret to life, or is it just kind of a cool, chill, you know, artistic expression, if you would? A randomization? You know, that's another good question, is exactly how random is this? Because it looks pretty freaking random. Anyway, guys, I'm not really seeing a whole lot, but that's kind of how you move and how you control the game. You know, from what I've experienced so far, there's not a whole lot of control except just kind of moving around and every once in a while hitting the right mouse button or the R key or maybe space and hope that, you know, something shows up. But yeah, this recording here, I'm not really seeing as much as I did earlier. What I think I'll do, guys, is I think I'll go ahead and put in the last, you know, the last part of what I recorded earlier as well. and let you guys watch that. Anybody that wants to watch this whole 45 minutes or whatever this video is going to be, you know, is certainly able to do so, or skip through it at your leisure and, you know, maybe watch the interesting parts if you would. And of course, now that I'm about to cut it off, it starts getting a little bit more interesting. I mean, it always works like that. Right mouse button. Oh, there we go. I see a creature now. Right mouse button. Oh, wow. 2 of them. 3 of them. Let's move back a little bit. This game's a trip, I'm telling you. Alright guys, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I'm going to put in the, you know, last 20 minutes or so of the recording I did earlier. Let you guys watch that and see for yourself what you think. Be sure you comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this application. Is this something that you're interested in? Is this video, you know, a video that's making you want to rush out and buy this application? Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Be sure you rate my video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Zaxtorian, and take care, everybody. Peace.